If, by your art, my dearest father, you have put the wild waters into this roar, allay them.
Be collected. No mermaid. Till your piteous heart, there is no harm done.
Oh, woe the day!
No harm. I have done nothing but in care of thee. Of thee, my dear one. Thee, my daughter, who art ignorant of what thou art. This time I should inform thee, father. Lend thy hand. Wipe thou thine eyes. Have comfort. Sit down. For thou hast now no part.
You've often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped and left me to a bootless inquisition. Concluding, stay, not yet.
The hour is now come. The very minute bids thee open thine hearing. Obey and be attentive. Canst thou remember a time before we came into this cell? I do not think thou canst. But then thou was not out 3 years old.
Certainly, sir, I can.
12 years since, Miranda. 12 years since, thy father was a Duke of Milan and a Prince of power.
Oh, the heavens! What foul play had we that we came from thence? Or, less what's we did?
Both. Both, my girl. By foul play, as thou sayest, we were heaped thence, but blessedly all hither. My brother and thy uncle Antonio, I pray thee, mark me, that a brother should be so perfidious. Thy false uncle, dost thou attend me?
Sir, most heedfully.
Being once perfected how to grant suits, how to deny them, who to advance and who to trash for overtopping, new created the creatures that were mine, and sucked my burger out on't. Thou attendst not!
Oh, good sir, I do.
I pray thee, mark me. I, thus neglecting worldly ends, all dedicated to the closeness and the bettering of my mind, in my false brother awakened an evil nature. To credit his own lie, he did believe he was indeed a duke, with all prerogative. Dost thou hear?
Your tale, sir? What's your deafness?
The king of Naples, being an enemy inveterate, hearkens my brother's suit. A treacherous army led thee, and in a dead of darkness, hurry against me and thy friends.
Wherefore? Did they not that hour destroy us?
Well demanded, wench. Dear, they durst not. So dear the love my people bore me. They hurried us aboard a bark, bore us on leagues to sea where they prepared a rotten carcass of a boat. Not rigged, nor tackle, sail, nor mast. The very rats instinctively had put it. There, they hoist us, to cry to the sea that roared to us.
Black, what trouble was I then to you?
Oh, what cherubim that was that did preserve me. Thou did smile, infused with a fortitude from heaven. When I, that deck the sea, its drops full salt, under my breathing groan, which raised in me an undergoing stomach to bear up against the feeling soup. Cease more questions. Thou art inclined to sleep. Tis a good promise, and give it later. I know thou canst not choose.
How wilt thou do for a father?
Nay, how will you do for a husband?
Why can my meat so empty at any market?
Then you'll buy him to sell again.
Thou speakest with all thy wit, and yet you think wit enough for thee.
Was my father a traitor, mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
The one that swears and lies.
And the old traitors that do so.
Everyone that does so is a traitor, and must be hanged.
And must they all be hanged as by lie?
Every one.
Who must hang them?
Why the honest man?
Then the liars and swearers are fools, for there are liars and swearers enough to beat the honest men and hung up them.
Now God help thee, poor monkey. But how wilt thou do for a father?
If he were dead, you'd weep for him. If you would not, it were a good sign that I should quickly have a new father.
Poor prattler, how thou talkst.
Blessed for them, I'm to be known, don't use that as wonder, I am perfect! I love something you thus approach you nearly. If you will take a homely man's advice, be not found here! Hands to little ones! To do mercy to our responsibility, which is denying the person. Heaven preserve you, never no longer!
Whither should I fly? I have done no harm. But I remember now, I'm of this earthly world, where to harm is often laudable, and to good, sometime accounted dangerous folly. Why then, alas, do I put up this womanly defense to say, I have done no harm? What are these faces?
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified or such as thou mayst find him.
He's a traitor.
Thou liest, thou shatterville!
What? You envy?
No! No!
Right, treachery.
He has killed me, mother. Run away, I pray thee.
Thou, nature, art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom and permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me, for that I am some, well, over 14 moonshines lag of a brother? Why bastard? Wherefore base? When my dimensions are as well compact, my mind is generous and my shape as true. As honest madams is she. Why brand they us with base? With baseness? Bastardy. Base. Base! Who, in the lusty stealth of nature, take more composition and fierce quality than doth, within a dull, stale, tired bed, go to the creating of a whole tribe of fops, got between sleep and awake? Well then, legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund, as to the legitimate. My word, legitimate. Well, my legitimate. This letter speed and my invention thrive. Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow, I prosper. Now, gods, stand up for bastards!
How now, brother Edmund? What serious contemplation are you in?
Come, and tell you my father last.
Why, the night gone by.
Speak you with him.
Aye, 2 hours together.
Parted you in good terms, found you known to displeasure him by word or countenance.
None at all.
Bethink yourself, for you may have offended him, and my entreaty forbear his presence till some little time hath qualified the heat of his displeasure, which at this instant so rageth in him, that with the mischief of a person he would scarcely delay.
Some villain hath done me wrong!
I hear my father coming. Pardon me. In cunning I must show my sword upon him. Draw. defend yourself. Now quit you well.
You come from my father! I don't hear!
Fly, brother. Torches! Torches! So, farewell. Some blood drawn upon me would get an opinion of my more fierce endeavor. I've seen drunkards do more than this in sport. Father! Father! Stop! Stop! No help!
Now, Edmund, where is the villain?
Here, he stood in the dark, his sharp sword out, mumbling with...
But where is he?
Look, sir, I bleed.
Where is the villain, Edmund?
Led this way, sir.
Pursue! Halt! Go after!
Though thou shalt see, thy eye shall be thy judge, the difference of old Shylock and Bassanio. What, Jessica? Thou shalt not gormandize as thou hast done with me. What, Jessica? And sleep, and snore, and rent the peril out. What, Jessica, I say?
Why, Jessica!
Who bid you call? I did not bid thee call.
You wishing was moved to tell me that it is nothing without bidding.
Call you? What is your will?
I am just forth to supper, Jessica. You have my keys. Jessica, my girl, look to my house. I am right loath to go. There is some ill of brewing towards my rest, for I did dream of money bags tonight.
I beseech you, sir, go! My young master doth spare your reproach.
So do I his. Hear you me, Jessica. Lock up my doors. And when you hear the drum and the vile squealing of the dry-necked fife, clamber you not unto the casements then, nor thrust your head out into the public street to gaze on fools with varnished faces. Let not the sound of shallow foppery enter my sober house. By Jacob's staff, I swear, I have no mind of feasting tonight. But I will go. Go even before me, Sir Rob. Say I will come.
I will go before you, sir. Mistress, look out his window.
What say that fool of Haggard's offspring? Huh?
His one brother wishes nothing else.
Well, Jessica, go in. Perhaps I will return immediately. Do as I bid you. Shut doors after you.
Farewell. And if my function not be told, I have a father, you a daughter. Lots.
If it were done what is done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could tremble up the consequence, and catch with his surcease success, that but this blow might be the be-all and end-all here. But here, upon this bank and shore of time, we jump the life to come. He is here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. Then, as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office. His virtues plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnations of his taking off. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls upon the other. How now, what news?
Yep, almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
No, you not, he has.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which will be worn now in the newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since? And wicks it now to look so green and pillow what it did so freely? From this time, such I count thy love. Wouldst thou have that which those esteemest the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would with the poor cat in the attic?
Prithee, peace! I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What peace was when you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. I have given so, and know how tender it is to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out had I so scorned as you have done to this.
If we should fail?
We fail, but screw careers to taking place and will not fail. And Duncan is a sleeper to be rather shall stay a hard journey, sounding but and will I, with one of the souls so convinced that memory. The warder of the brave shall be a king. When in swinish sleep their drenched natures lies in a death. But cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan?
Bring forth young children only, for thy undaunting mettle should compose nothing but males. I am settled, and bent up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away! And mark the time of fairest show. False face must hide false heart.
How now, conduit girl? What? Still in tears, evermore showering? In one little battered body thou counterfeitest the bark, a sea, a wind, for still thy eyes, which I may call the sea, do ebb and flow with tears. How now, wife? Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will not. She gives you thanks. I were the fool, were married to her grave.
Soft, take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How? Was she none? Does she not give us thanks? Does she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that is meant love.
How now, chop logic? What is this proud and I thank you not, yet not proud? Mistress Ming and you, thank me no thankings, no proud me no prouds, but feather your fine joints against Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter Church, where I will drag thee on a hurdle thither. Out, you green sickness carrying, out, you baggage, you tallow face.
Fie, what are you, mad? Good father, I beseech you on my knees. Hear me with patience but to speak a word.
Hang the young baggage, disobedient wretch. I tell thee what, get thee to church on Thursday morning, never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. My fingers itch. Why, we scarce thought us blessed that God had lent us but this only child. And now I see that this one is one too much. And now we have a curse in having her. Out on her, Hilding!
God in heaven bless her. You are to blame, my lord, treat her so.
And high my lady wisdom, hold your tongue. Good prudence, smatter with your gossips go.
I speak no treason.
Oh God, ye get then.
May one not speak?
Peace, you mumbling fool. I'm here grabbing your gossip's bowl, for here we need it not.
You are too hot.
God's bread, it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, time, work, play, alone in company still. My care has been to have her matched, and having now provided gentlemen of noble parentage, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, to answer, I'm not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I pray you pardon me. But as you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will, you shall not house with me. Look to it, think on it. I do not use to jest. Thursday is near. Lay hand on heart, advise, and you be mine, I'll give you to my friend. And you be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for by my soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall never do thee good. Trust to it, bethink you. I'll not forswear.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away. The latest marriage for a month, a week. Or if you do not, make the pride of it in that dim monument where Tybalt lies. Talk not to me, for I will not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Good sister, wrong me not to wrong yourself, to make a bondmaid and a slave of me. That I could say. If I think of the gods, I might I will love myself. Yea, all my way doing. Better go, so what you will command me will I do. As well as I know my duties, my elders.
Of all thy suitors, here I charge thee. Tell whom thou lovest best. See thou dissemble not!
Believe me, sister, of all the men alive, I've never yet beheld a special face, which I can fancy more than any other.
Minion, thou liest! Is thou Hortensio?
If you offend him, sister, here I swear I'll plead to you myself, though you shall have him.
Oh, then, belike, you fancy riches more. You will have green meal to keep you fair.
Is it for him you do anything,
fine occasion of revenge. How does the king?
Madam, sleep still.
Oh, you kind gods! Hear this great breach of his abused nature, the untuned and jarring senses. Oh, wind up of this child-changed father!
So please your majesty, that we may with the king be half slept moment.
Be governed by your knowledge, and proceed in this way of your own will. Is he arrayed?
Aye, madam. In the heaviness of his sleep, we put fresh garments on him.
Be by, good madam, when we do awake him out of naught of his temperance.
Very well.
Please you, join here.
Oh, my dear father, restoration hang thy medicine on my lips, and let this kiss repair those violent harms that my two sisters have, and thy reverence made. Had you not been their father, these white flakes had challenged pity of them. Was this a face to be opposed against the warring winds, to stand against the deep dread bolted thunder, and the most terrible nimble stroke of quick cross lightning? My enemy's dog, though he had bit me, should have stayed that night against my fire. And wast thou fain, poor father, to huddle thee with swine and rogues forlorn in short and musty straw? Alack, alack! 'Tis wonder that thy life and wits at once had not concluded all. He wakes! Speak to him!
Madam, to you 'tis fittest.
How does my royal lord? How fares your majesty?
You do me wrong to take me out to the grave. Thou art a soul in bliss, but I am bound upon a wheel of fire, that mine own tears do scald like molten lead.
Sir, do you know me?
You are a spirit, I know. When did you die?
Still far wide!
He scarce awake, let alone a while.
Where have I been? Where am I? There, daylight? I am mightily abused. I know not what to say. I will not swear these are my hands. Let's see. I feel this pinch. Would I were assured of my condition!
Well, look upon me, sir, and hold your hands in benediction over me. No, sir, you must not kneel!
Pray, do not mock me. I'm a very foolish, fond old man. 80 and upward, not an hour more, nor less. And to deal plainly, I fear I am not in my perfect mind. Methinks I should know you, and know this man. Yet I am doubtful, for I am mainly ignorant what place this is, and all the skill I have remembers not these garments, nor I know not where I did lodge last night. Do not laugh at me, for as I am a man, I think this lady to be my child, poor Delia.
And so I am. I am!
She's right. Yes. I pray we not. If you have poison for me, I will drink it. I know you do not love me, for your sisters have, as I do remember, done me wrong. You have some cause. They have not.
No cause. No cause!
Am I in France?
In your own kingdom, sir.
Do not abuse me.
Be confident, good madam. The great Regency is killed in him, and yet it is danger to make him over the time he hath lost. Desire him to go in. Trouble him no more to throw ceremony.
Will we please your highness walk?
You must bear with me. Hurt you now, forget and forgive. I am old and foolish.
Master Man, you, I pray you, which is the way to Master Shylock?
Oh, heavens, this is my true begotten father, who being more than sand blind, high gravel blind knows me not. I will try confusion.
Master Nilman, I pray you, which is the way to Master Shylock's?
Turn up your right hand at the next turning butt, and the next turn of all on your left. Marry, at the very next turn you turn of no hand, and turn indirectly to the juice house.
My God, Santis! Will be a hard way to hit. Can you tell me whether one Lancelot that goes with him and go with him or no?
Talk to you of young Master Lancelot. Now will I raise the waters. Talk to you of young Master Lancelot?
No master, sir, but a poor man's son. His father, though I say, is an honest succeeding poor man, and God be thanked well to live.
Let his father be what it will. We talk of young Master Lancelot.
Your worship's friend and Lancelot, sir.
Ergo, old man, ergo. I beseech you. Talk to you of young Master Lancelot?
A Lancelot, and please your mastership!
Ergo, Master Lancelot. Talk not of Master Lancelot, father, for the young gentleman is indeed deceased. Or as you would say in plain terms, gone to heaven.
Very God forbid! The boar is the very staff of my age, my very prop!
Do I look like a cudgel or a hobble post, a staff or a prop? Do you know me, father?
Alack the day, I know you not, young gentleman. But I pray you, tell me, is my boy, God rest his soul, alive or dead?
Do you not know me, father?
Alack, sir, I am sand blind. I know you not.
I pray you, let's have no more fooling about it. But give me your blessing. I am Lancelot, your boy that was, your son that is, and your child that shall be.
I cannot think you are my son.
Now I should think of that. But I am Lancelot, Shylock's man. And I'm sure that Marjorie, your wife, is my mother.
Her name is Marjorie indeed. I was sworn vow to Lancelot, that our bound flesh and blood, Lord worship my deity. What a beard hast thou got! Thou hast got more hair on thy chin than Dom and my field horse has on his tail.
It seems that Melvin's tail goes backward. I'm sure he had more hair of his tail than I have on my face when I last saw him.
Lord, how art thou changed! How dost thou now, master, agree? I have brought him a present. How agree you now?
Well. But for my own part, I have set up my rest to run away. So I will not rest till I've run some ground. My master, give him a present, give him a noose.
When I was growing up, my dad used to go at it all the time, for almost anything. I used to have really long hair, way down past my shoulders. I was, what, 17 or 18? Oh, man, he used to hate it. It got to the point where we'd fight so much that I'd spend a lot of time out of the house. And the summertime wasn't so bad because it was warm, but in the winter it would get so cold. And on nights when the wind would blow, I had this phone booth I used to stand in. And I remember calling my friends like for hours at a time, just talking to them all night long.
And finally, I get ready enough to go home. And I stand there in the driveway, and he'd be waiting for me in the kitchen. And I tuck my hair down into my collar, and I'd walk in. And he'd call me back to sit down with him. And the first thing he'd always ask me was, what did I think I was doing with myself? And the worst part about it was that I could never explain it to him.
Wait till the army gets you.
He'd say,
The army will make a man out of you. Cut all that hair off, and they're gonna make a man out of you.
I got in a motorcycle accident, and I was laid up in bed.
He had a barber come in and cut my hair. And I can remember telling him that I hated him and that I would never ever forget it. And he looked at me and said,
Just wait till the army gets you. When the army gets you, they're finally gonna make a man out of you.
And this was in, I guess, 68. There was a lot of guys from the neighborhood going to Vietnam. I remember the drummer from my first band coming over to my house with his Marine uniform on, saying that he was going, and that he didn't know where it was.
And a lot of guys went, and a lot of guys didn't come back. And a lot that did come back weren't the same anymore.
I remember the day I got my draft notice. And I went to go on the bus that morning, we were all so scared. And I went, and I failed. I came home. I remember coming home after being gone for 3 days, walking into the kitchen. My mother and father were sitting there.
My dad said,
Where have you been?
and I said, I went to take my physical. And he said,
What happened?
and I said, they didn't take me. And he said,
That's good.